Hello, bonjour. I haven't spoken to you in the car for ages. Anyway, how's all of you? It's a miserable, cold, wet, misty day here in Mayenne. I'm off out just to get a couple of little bits in the supermarket, and then I will be popping into Emmaus. If I can film any little bits in Emmaus I will do, but otherwise I won't buy anything. I'll just show you when I get back. Sharon's in the UK at the moment, visiting her family and helping her son move. So she's going to be quite tired by the time she comes home. Sharon's made a decision also not to be in the videos for a little while. It's not her choice, it's my videos, and it just seemed to happen that he was in them for quite a bit. But I respect her decision, and whether she will appear again at some point, I don't know, but at the moment she's taking a break. So you've got me. I've managed to get in the garden and tidy the potager. I might be able to share a little bit of film of that, but I filmed it actually on my new, it's not GoPro, it's called something else, but it's like a GoPro. And I must admit, I'm impressed how wide the angle is on those cameras. I'm still getting to know how to use it, and it's such a small screen compared to my phone, so it's going to take a little while. What prompted us to get it as well was because of our holiday coming up in May. We thought it'd be quite nice to get some really lovely shots there. Whether I share them with you or not, I don't know, because it's obviously not France. Obviously, if you would like to see it, let me know in the comments box. So I don't want to lose viewers thinking that I came on here for France and you're showing me Italy. So it's a difficult one. I've got 2 appointments this week. One to test my bones for osteoporosis. As I said, I think this is the side effects with the hormone I'm on after my cancer. And then I've got a mammogram the day after, which is obviously ready for my oncology appointment on the 2nd of March. So it's all just to get results for her to look at when I go back. Having said that, I've got a different doctor. My doctor's gone on holiday or something, and she will have gone on holiday. She won't be there, so I've got to see a different doctor. So first, get some soups and some bananas for Duncan. Right, back in a minute. Well, those bananas and a few soups cost me 30 plus euros. Why is it we can't just go in and get what we went in for? Right, off to Emmaus. Ended up picking up other salad bits I forgot I even hadn't got. But better than them to come out again. Duncan and I went at lunch not far from where I am right now yesterday. We don't usually go out during the week, and Duncan had a day off and we decided to go and have something to eat in a different place called L'Escale, and it was very good value. You've got an entree, a plat, which means a main, cheese and a dessert, and your wine, cider, or whatever you wanted. A litre bottle was on each table of your choice, whatever they're all there. And yeah, so you can either drink it all or drink a little bit of it, it's up to you, but it was less than €14 each, so it was fantastic value. Choice of 2 mains, a buffet entree, and a choice of desserts, and a choice of cheese. Sometimes you just get a little bit of cheese with a bit of salad, but this time they actually brought up a small board with a choice of 3 or 4 cheeses on, which it makes a change. You don't get that as often nowadays. I'll slip in a quick few photos to show you. That sort of rain where you feel like you can't keep the wipers on all the time because they squeak. If you don't put them on, it's not enough. As you probably saw in the pictures, some of you may not have been quite as surprised, but couldn't quite, I knew it was veal, but I couldn't quite make out what the word was before that. And because I know I like veal, I went for the veal, and there was only 1 ham left, because that was the other choice, was ham. So I decided, because Duncan doesn't like veal, so he had the ham and I took the veal. When it turned up, as you see in the picture, I was, oh, what have I ordered? It wasn't quite the veal I'm used to. And then we could not read the writing on the board, and first we thought it said lungs, which I thought was a bit weird, but then again, we are in France, they do eat most parts of the animal. Then I thought it may have been liver, but that word was nothing like it. And even now I've researched it and found the picture, the word makes sense, so I can only assume it's their fancy name for what it was. So I was a bit dubious. I was eating it before I found out what it was, ate it and was thinking, it tastes like liver. I really wasn't sure. Eventually, about halfway through it, I managed to find it on Google and I found out to be kidneys. But when I've had kidneys before in a pie, they're like tiny little things mixed in with your meat. But I don't know whether they normally break it up to be little bits. I've never had a clue. Anyway, it was really tasty. And apparently, when I googled it, they said it's one of the most tender bits of veal you can buy. And it was nice, and I felt I was doing myself good. I just had that with Vide Grenier, like green beans, or French beans as some would call it. And it was really tasty. I did pinch a little bit of Duncan's mashed potato though. For me, kidneys and liver have to be with mashed potato. Or puree, as the French call it. And it came with a port gravy, or sauce as they would call it. It was a gravy to me. And it was pretty tasty. And then we had a dame blanche for dessert, which was like 1 bowl of ice cream, 1 big dollop of cream, and 1 dollop, that's like a meringue. Don't usually put meringue in it, but that was obviously their take on it, and that was nice. And the cheese was a good choice as well, and the bread, obviously I don't have bread very often nowadays, but I don't know where they get their bread from, but it was really nice. Right, here we are at Emmaus. Just got to find a car park space. Looks like it's going to be quite busy. They just opened after lunch as well. I thought they'd be quiet. Well, they better not get all the bargains. Well, that was disappointing. Couldn't find anything I would like to recycle. But I did get a little jumper and a shirt. I did get a man's shirt. I've got these plans on doing something for the summer that I've seen on YouTube. So, yeah, you never know. Well, that's Emmaus done, as I said. Before I sign off, I thought I'd take a detour home just to show you sort of some of the streets that Sharon and I go for our walks. But also I wanted to mention that I was very lucky. Last week I got an email from a person who's got a channel on YouTube, and he told me that he's used one of my videos from our holiday down in the south on his video. He was doing a video about egg mort. He included one of mine, so I was really chuffed. His name's Jamie. His channel is Travopo. I'll put it on the screen so that you know. Go and have a look. From what I can see, he's got a nice channel and lots of places, showing lots of places to visit, as I'm trying to do obviously as well. So thank you, Jamie. Yeah, right, let's get on with my journey. Be the reverse. Sometimes we go this way, but generally we'd be coming down this road the other way. Lots of quiet farmland and everything around the back here, and some people, like the house on the left there, they've got, I think he must be a farmer because he's got big sort of hangers and things behind him. A bit disappointed in Emmaus today. It's always a gamble anyway. I keep trying to find a bag that's looking a bit tatty that I could possibly take apart and use that as a pattern for making a bag. I've been trying to look for men's jeans, larger jeans, because I found a lady that was sort of combining two pairs of jeans together, and it looked really effective. So I thought I'd try and find some of them, but I wasn't too sure. I mean, I need them to be really cheap to be making a gamble really on making them. And also, as I say, I picked up a nice mustardy colour jumper, another man's shirt, and I've got quite a few now that I did find a shirt dress, which some of you are tuning in to want to talk about my life probably won't be so interested in, but for my people who watch my creations channel as well, they might be interested to know that as I say, you can make men's shirts into many things, and some of you have probably done it or seen lots of them, but I'm going to try some more. I've already done some. church from Poulet there on the right. Weather's not getting any better, is it? We were told it was going to be raining for a few days, so it's no surprise, but it obviously puts a dampener on things. So now we're approaching Poulet, where we are. All those hazards we get here in the countryside, a tractor. Those two houses there are still up for sale. Right, we're home. There we go. There's the jumper. You know I like this colour because I've got it in another jumper, haven't I? It's a little bit screwed up, but I really like that. Can't even remember how much it was, to be honest. I was a bit shocked actually how much the two items I got together were, but then I thought, oh, it's for charity obviously. But I was pleased with this. Let me show you the other item. And this is just a good quality man's shirt that I'm hoping to transform into something wonderful. So yeah, it's quite good quality. That and the jumper together was €11, so I was a bit surprised it was as much as that, because normally, or once upon a time, I'd have probably paid €4 or €5 for the two, but it is a charity. While we're talking about bargains, or not maybe, at the weekend Duncan and I went to a shop that's, I think I've mentioned it before, it's a Vide Grenier shop, and it's a permanent shop that's like a flea market, come boot fair, and as in France called a Vide Grenier, and they have stuff in stalls all the time that people want to sell, and they just take a small commission. I say small commission, when we researched it about doing it, it was quite expensive really. But I bought these trainers. They're a bit muddy because obviously I've just come in, but I got those for €3. I can't believe it. They was just a bargain, and I wore them today. Very comfortable. I think Duncan bought an album. I bought a little plastic scoop for getting the last little scrapings out of the jam jars and things like that. Yeah, I think Duncan got a couple of cycling magazines. But yeah, not loads, but there was a lot more to look at today. Just unfortunately, all the clothes and the shoes were all too small for me. And not that I really need any, but if I'd have seen a bargain, I couldn't have said no, could I? So, I think I'll sign off now. I think it's twice I've signed off, but I will see you in the next video. No idea what I'm doing, and no idea where I'll be going or anything, but I'll do my best to entertain. Au revoir.